Okay, Zoe, Mom says, you can finish your article at the library. I've practiced tonight, Mom, Mark says, his mouth full of Mom's homemade roll. And, of course, his stupid band will probably take priority over what I need to do. Mom thinks for a moment as she nibbles on her salad. Are you all practicing at Chad's? Mm-hmm, Mark nods. Do they have a computer and printer? Mom asks. Yeah, probably. Mark shrugs. He's obviously not getting it, but I see exactly where this is going. Well, can your sister go with you and use their computer while you guys practice? Mom, no, I say. I can't believe she'd rather have me around 4 rowdy teenage boys than safe in my own room with a Horizon Word Pro GT. Surprisingly, Mark doesn't protest the way I do, because as long as he gets to play his music, he doesn't really care what else is happening around him. I'll text Chad, he says, before heaping more food onto his plate. Mom, can't Daddy just take me to the library? And then to office tech? He's working late tonight, Mom says, and her face changes a tiny bit before going back to normal. It's like when a cloud moves in front of the sun for a second, so I call it her shadow face. She's been getting it more and more lately. So why don't you just go with Mark tonight, Zoe? Mom continues, her shadow face gone, and I'll work on getting the computer fixed for next time. I sigh loudly, but I know my fate has been sealed, and there's no use protesting anymore. I'll work on Daddy in the morning. He's usually bright and sunny once he gets his cup of coffee. And hey, he recently bought this expensive coffee machine because he loves coffee, so he of all people should understand how much I need the Word Pro because I love writing. Plus, the Word Pro isn't that expensive, so it should be easy to convince him. Let's go, Zoe, Mark says, his plate completely clean. His guitar and amp are already placed neatly by the door, so all he has to do is throw on his coat. I, on the other hand, have half a plate of spaghetti left, and unlike Mark, I actually like to taste my food while I'm eating it. Can I at least finish my food? I ask, chewing slowly. Mom, if she's going with me, we gotta leave now. Chad's parents only let us play till 8, Mark says. I don't blame them, Mom says under her breath. No one really knows how Chad's parents survive the noise of the so-called band. Zoe, just take your plate with you, she says, which is a total shock. I thought we weren't allowed to eat in the car, I reply. I'll make an exception since your brother's doing me a favor. Get your coat so you don't make him late. Are you kidding me? No one shows any real concern for a school-related article I need to write. But I have to break rules and risk indigestion and possible hearing loss for Mark's stupid band rehearsal? Not fair. I sigh loudly again, but this time Mom gives me the look, so I cut it short. I call it her buttons face, as in, keep pushing my buttons and see what happens. You don't mess with the buttons face. Bye, Mom, I say, as I drag myself to the garage, where Mark already has the car on and his music cranked up loud. Bye, sweetie, she says with a smile. And no worries, we'll have the computer up and running in no time. But that's exactly what I'm worried about. Because if they do fix the crash machine, the only Word Pro I'll have is the one that's taped on my wall. Chapter 2. Saved by the Crim. So much for a cozy evening of writing. I barely have my document opened on the Whitfield's computer when the noise starts up. Even though I'm way upstairs in the loft area and the band is way downstairs in the basement, I can hear Beanie's loud mouth as if he were right here screaming in my ear.